Hola y bienvenidos a la escuela. Welcome to our 6th grade and new student orientation. Hopefully, after watching this video, you and your student will feel more prepared to start the school year as we tackle e-learning together. If after watching the video you have any further questions, please join us for one of our Q&A sessions. Times and dates are on our website, as is the link to join us in our Google Meet Q&A sessions. We will have 3 of those next week. If you have any further questions, you can also contact us at school. Thank you and enjoy the video.
This portion of the video is our Who's Who at Wiley H. Bates Middle School. Obviously, we have a large faculty, so this will just be a condensed version with some of those faces that you're going to see that first week of school. Each slide is going to have their name as well as their email address if you need to contact them.
This is our administration team. Ms. Hicks is our principal. Ms. Boyd is our 6th grade assistant principal. Our 7th grade assistant principal is Miss Alviar. And finally, our 8th grade assistant principal is Mr. Ballard.
For our student services team, we have our different grade level counselors. For 6th grade, we have Miss Wise. For 7th grade, we have Miss Jackson. And for 8th grade, we have Miss Darling.
Our student services team includes our school psychologist, Mr. Ahioba. Some students call him Mr. E. And our school social worker is Miss Beller.
And then last, there are the 6th grade team leaders, which includes myself for the Groundbreakers team, Miss Caton, as well as my co-team leader for the Trailblazers team, Ms. Carter.
Hi, Cougars. It's Ms. Hicks, your principal at Wiley H. Bates Middle School, and we welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year. We're hoping this orientation provides you with enough information so that you can transition to middle school in a nice, calm, cool, collected way, and so that you enjoy the beginning of the school year. As you know, you are now a Cougar, and with that comes great responsibility. We have what's called the Bates Way. Respect, responsibility, civility, and hope. Those are our 4 key words that we ask all of our students and staff members to remember when they are making decisions. Whether you're making decisions on social media, or if you're making decisions outside at a store or walking down the street, or if you're in the building, hopefully soon. When you choose to do something, we hope that you think of that. Be respectful, be responsible, be hopeful, and be a good citizen. So please remember the Bates Way from here on out, because now you represent our school, just as you represent your families. So remember that. Treat others as you would want to be treated, and just be kind. Chromebooks. Everyone is going to receive a Chromebook, and this is going to be your Chromebook that's assigned to you from here until you guys graduate high school. So whether you already got one or you're still on the list waiting, we will call you when yours is ready, and you just swing by the school and pick it up. If you don't think that you need one because you do have a laptop at home, you will be assigned a Chromebook anyway, because the county is going to want to do a lot of virtual learning even when you're back in the building and submitting assignments that way. And it's just good to have technology. So keep an eye out for emails. It would go to your parents' email letting you know when you can pick up a potential Chromebook. Now, uniforms. We are a uniform school, but you guys are virtual. So I know a lot of people are saying, do we have to wear our polos? The answer is no, you do not have to wear your polos while we are in virtual learning. However, that does not mean you wear your pajamas or inappropriate clothing. You still have to wear appropriate clothing. If you're wearing a hoodie, the hood can't be up. You shouldn't be wearing a hat on virtual learning. You should be coming and professional and ready to learn. If you would like to come purchase your polo, they are available. We bought them. They're here. The sweatshirts are $12 and the polos are $7. Each grade has a different color. So 6th grade is black, 7th grade is blue, and 8th grade is purple. Because sometimes it's just easier to get the polo and wear it, and you don't have to think about what you're wearing on your virtual class. So later on, not just yet, after we get the Chromebooks out, we're going to be doing a school supply pickup. And on the school supply pickup day, you will be notified. You're going to come, you're going to get things like your math book, possibly a social studies, some novels, things like that. And when you come to pick that up, we will have stations available to purchase your polos if you would like to. When we do come back to school, we will have those for sale as well. So when you are back into the building, you will have to get khaki pants, a skirt, a skirt, or shorts. You will need your grade level polo, and we will review the full dress code with you when you guys come back brick and mortar. Other than that, we are excited to get to know you. We're hoping that you enjoy your first week back, and we'll be checking in with you. We do what's called a climate survey. So we will be asking you some questions about how you feel, and do you like school, and what parts do you like, what could we fix? So there is going to be that opportunity too. So please use that to inform us of your needs and your wants, and things we're doing well and things we can improve. We look forward to the rest of the school year. You will be with us for 3 years, and we cannot wait. So please remember to be kind and have a Bates Way kind of day. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Hi, my name is Miss Boyd. I'm your assistant principal for 6th grade. And I want to talk to you today about a few things. I want to make sure that you understand that coming to Bates is a great opportunity for middle school. And guess what? It's your first year in middle school, and it's my first year in middle school. I've never worked in a middle school before, and so I'm very excited that we're going to have this first experience together. I want you to do your best during this virtual learning. And if you have any questions, you should ask them of your teacher. If you need extra help, make sure that you are attending help sessions and you're getting involved. Make sure you join a club or two, and make sure that you participate in the community building activities and your community circles. The more of a connection that you have with your teachers, I guarantee you, the better your grades will be. So to make sure that you keep the lines of communication open with your teachers. And at any time, if you have a need to speak to me, you can definitely contact me. That's for the parents or the students. My Google Voice number is available to you, as well as email. Feel free to use it as much as you need to during this time. Again, have a great rest of the summer. On September 8th, be ready to start and give it your best, give it your all. And if you give your all and we give our all, this year will be the best year that you've ever had. Thank you. Have a great rest of the summer, and see you soon.
Hello, my name is Danielle Weiss, and I am the 6th grade counselor. My job is to help students feel safe and ready for school. If there's anything I can do to support you and your child, please don't hesitate to reach out. Now, I'm going to spend some time going through the middle school schedule so that when school starts on September 8th, you and your child are ready to go. So I'm just going to show my screen. And I'm going to pull up the middle school schedule. So this is what the middle school schedule looks like. Now, this has a daily schedule written on top. It says A-day classes. You have your support day, your B-day classes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It has the class going down vertically, and then, of course, the period times. So students start their day every single day of the week, Monday through Friday at 8:30 in their building community class. Building community is exactly what it sounds like. It's a chance for students and teachers to build a community where they can work together and help support each other and also have some fun. During the building community time, students will participate in community building circles, team building activities, as well as social emotional lessons using the program called Second Step. Second Step talks about a variety of different topics that are pertinent to middle schoolers. So it helps them kind of navigate that social part of middle school. and teachers will be working with students throughout that program. So every day for the first 25 minutes of the day, from 8:30 to 8:55, students are in their community building time. Now then at 9 a.m., they go to their first class. So right here it says period 1A on Monday is their first class. Now sixth graders, their first period class is the same on A days and B days. So students will have period 1 on Monday and also on Thursday. Okay, you see how that works? After the first class of the day, students then go to their student wellness or tools for success. Basically, they're going back to the same group that they had for building communities. The difference is what they'll be doing during that time. So in their building community class, on Mondays and Fridays, they'll be doing student wellness. And that's exactly what it sounds like. It's teaching students self-care strategies to help them navigate emotions and stress using techniques such as mindfulness. On Tuesdays and Thursdays during that time will be tools for success. This will help students navigate study skills, organization skills, all of those skills needed to be successful students. So that's what will be happening during that time period. After wellness or tools for success, students will then move into their next class. After that class is complete, students will have clubs and activity time. Now this is optional and it's student choice. But again, we've learned that students being, in virtual learning really miss that connection. So this is a great chance to connect. Teachers will be providing a variety of different clubs and activities. Some will be offered all 4 days, some 2 days. So kids will have some choice to move around a little bit. Again, this is optional, but we highly recommend that your child join some of our clubs and activities to have some fun and get to know some of their classmates. After that, we have a break for lunch. Notice it's a longer break than obviously we'd have during an in-person school day. That's to give families time to come up to our school to pick up lunches for those who need them. It's also a time where if you need to contact teachers, you can do that during that time as well. After lunch, we come back and we go right into our next class. So you have 3 full class periods a day, okay? After that, every day, you have your flex learning time. This is a student choice as to which class they go to, and this is where they can get some extra help from their teachers, or make up a test, or get some review. That's what would happen during that time. And then teachers 3 days a week also have office hours and connection time. That's where students and parents can communicate with teachers, or kids can get extra smaller group or one-on-one support if needed. So the schedule pretty much follows that same flow every day except for Wednesday. Wednesday is a little different because we don't have any of our actual classes that day. So we start with building community. Then we have 2 flex periods. So you'll have your 3rd period and your 4th period flex time. So again, the flex time is a chance for you to get extra help as needed. So that's the basics of how the schedule works for middle school. This schedule is available on the Anne Arundel County Public School website. Now, what I'd like to do is next show you what our actual school schedule looks like. So this is an example of what the school schedule looks like. Now, the biggest question, how can I get my kid's schedule? Well, on August 31st, the parent portal, also known as Parent Connect, will open. When that opens, you'll be able to log in as you always have and pull up your child's schedule. If you had Parent Connect in elementary school or the year before, it will do the exact same thing. It will work the exact same way as it did in years past. You just log on and you'll be able to see your child's schedule right there. If you're new to Anne Arundel County or just haven't set up an account before, just go to the Anne Arundel County Public School website. At the top of that page, it says Parent/Student Portal, and it'll give you directions on how to create an account. Please, if you need support, call our school during work hours. Somebody will be there to assist you. So when you pull up a schedule, it looks like this, which of course is different than what I just showed you previously. So I want to walk you through so you can help your child understand. The first column has the class periods. So if you notice, the first one says 1AB. What that means is that's first period, both A day and B day. So that's an everyday class. Second period AB, third period AB, fourth period AB. Now for 6th graders, that's going to be common. Your first, second, third, and fourth period classes are your 4 core classes, and they're offered every day. Now, for our 5th and 6th period for 6th grade, we have A day and B day classes. So if it says 5A, it's an A day class. If it says 5B, it's a B day class. Now, if you notice at the bottom, there's a 7th period class. It says 7AB. We don't actually have a 7th period. This is your student advisory class. So this is the class that students go to during their community building time, their wellness time, and their tools for success. So even though it says 7th period, they start their day there every day. That's their go-to in the mornings, okay? The second column says the term. So if it says 2021, that means it's a year-long class. So this student has first period every day for the whole year, the same. If it says S1, that means semester 1. That's the first half of the school year. That ends at the end of January. And then semester 2, which is S2, that picks up right after that. So from the end of January through the end of the school year. This is the course number. You don't need to worry about that. And then the next column has the actual name of the class. So the student has English, math, social studies, science, physical education. All students will have physical education. The student has True Colors, which is an art class for first semester, Project Runway, which is a sewing class for second semester, first semester Exploring Technology, which is technology and creating, and then World Class Ideas, where they get to learn about the world and how thinking and philosophy and all of that. And then Spanish. So that, and then of course it's a student advisory, and remember, that's where students are starting their day. So that gives you the course name. The last area that I want you to focus on is the teacher name. It has all of the teacher names listed. Through Parent Portal, you can email the teachers directly, or if you know the teacher's name, you can go to our school website and look up the teacher's email. Easiest way to get in touch with teachers. The room numbers are listed. Don't worry about that because simply we're not in the building yet, so we don't need to worry about that. You just need to know the period, whether it's a year-long class, a first semester or second semester class, the name of the class, and the teacher. So I hope that information helps explain schedules a little bit better. If you have any questions about your child's individual schedule, once it's put out on the 31st, just contact the school and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to get to know all of you.
Hi guys, welcome to your 6th grade year. We're going to start off with introductions. My name is Devin Caton. I am one of the 6th grade team leaders. I'm the team leader for the Groundbreakers team, and I am a 6th grade math teacher.
Good morning, I'm Miss Carter, and I'm a team leader for the Trailblazers. I also teach science. So this morning we're going to talk about some 6th grade class routines for your e-learning this fall. Every day at the beginning of the day at 8:30, you'll go to something called Building Community. You'll get there through Google Classroom. It will be a Google Classroom called Building Community. During this time, you'll meet your advisory teacher, and your advisory teacher will help you set up your day and start your day. Your advisory teacher will help you understand your schedule. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And you'll also have an opportunity to meet some of your other classmates.
Okay, our second thing we're going to talk about is that each day you're going to log into your Chromebook or into your device, whatever it is that you're using, and you're going to go to the AACPS ClassLink page, and that's where you'll see all your different apps that you're going to use. The main one you'll be using for this fall semester is your Google Classroom. So you're going to click on the Google Classroom icon. That's going to take you to each of the different classrooms for each of your different courses. You want to make sure you log in, that you're looking at your schedule for that class, exactly what the expectations are, and if you have any assignments that are due.
All right. Make sure that you'll attend Google Meets for each period every day. You'll attend a Google Meet for each period, and you'll make sure that you follow your schedule that your advisory teacher will share with you. The attendance will be recorded in every Google Meet. So it's important that you're on time and that you participate, that you stay for the entire class period. Please make sure that when you enter the Google Meet, you sign in with your first name and your last initial in the chat. Remember, the chat is only for academic conversation.
Make sure that you are completing and turning in your classwork each week. For each of your different Google Classrooms, there's going to be different directions and different due dates. Your grades will also be entered each week, so you want to make sure that you are completing and turning in all assignments and that you double check the assignment before you hit turn in on Google Classroom.
Okay, just like last year, you'll have access to AACPS Student Parent Portal. And that's helpful because all of your grades are posted on this site. So you'll make sure both students, parents, guardians, you'll make sure that you want to check this parent portal on a weekly basis. And you're all set. All right, in this section of the video, we're going to go over how to use Google Classroom in middle school.
So how do you get to Google Classroom? Remember, you're going to log on to your Chromebook or whatever device you're using. You want to make sure you're logged into Google with your AACPS credentials. You're going to go to Class Link and you're going to click on the one that is yellow and green and looks like a chalkboard. That is the Google Classroom icon.
This is Google Classroom, and you'll see your individual classes listed in Google Classroom. You might be wondering how you're going to join Google Classes on the first site. Your advisory teachers will send you an invitation to your very first class of the day, called Building Community Period, before school begins. You will be invited, and please feel free to accept that invitation to Building Community before school begins. However, lessons will not be available and commenting will be turned off until September 8th. So remember, on September 8th at 8:30 a.m., please make sure that you are all signed in and ready to join your advisory teacher for Building Community on your very first day of school. Attendance will be recorded.
So this is what it will look like once you click on one of your Google Classrooms. So this is just the Bates 6th grade page, so we could use it as an example for you. So the stream is the main page that you're going to see when you open. You're going to see different options at the top of different things you can click on, but for right now, we're going to focus on the stream. So down below on the left-hand side, you see that upcoming box. So if you had anything that was due during the week or anything you had to turn in, it would show up. That's why right now it says no work due soon. Then next to it, to the right of it, you're going to see that your teacher can post announcements or videos or whatever it is that they need to communicate with you about. Up at the top, that's where it's that title bar. It explains what it is. And then you're going to see that Meet link code. That's where you're going to click to go to your Google Meets for your different classes. But we're going to go over that in depth at the end of the video.
All right. So once you're in the Stream tab that Ms. Payton went over, the Stream page, you will be able to click your Classwork tab. I'm going to go over the Classwork tab with you. Okay, so here's the layout of the Classwork tab. In this Classwork tab, you can not only access your assignments, but you can also look at some resources and materials that your teachers post. You also have a personal Google Calendar with assignments that's made just for you. And you can also access your Google Drive folder for that class.
So when you need to locate or submit assignments, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the assignment, and you have the option, you can see it on the right-hand side, to add or create. So if you need to make something to hand in, that's where you would do it. And then when you are done, you're going to click that blue turn in button. You want to make sure you only click that after you are absolutely sure that anything that needed to be included is included. Your teacher has the option to make you an editable copy of the assignment. So that might be just a template that you are filling out, or a worksheet where you're just filling in different answers as opposed to creating something entirely on your own. If that's the case, you just click on it and it will pop up. That is your own version that you can type on, add things to, whatever you need to do. And then again, you're going to see that blue turn in button. Once you are editing the document, if it is a Google Doc, you will see in the upper right-hand corner, once you are done, you also have the option to just turn it in right there on that document. So it'll be that white button in the top right corner. When you're done, there will be another prompt. So even when you click turn in, a lot of times you're going to see this prompt that's going to say, like, are you sure you want to turn this in? And it'll tell you the name of it, so you can make sure that you're turning in the right document. And then once again, you're just going to click turn in.
Okay, so once you're back to the class page, you can switch classes by using the menu option icon that is boxed in the color yellow on this slide. Okay, we love the menu options icon, and remember the symbol looks like that 3 bars. And you can not only use this to switch classes, but you can view your own personal calendar, and that pre-populates for you. And you can also view something that's really helpful. It's called the to-do list. Okay, so once you're in the to-do list, through that menu bars option, you can see that it clearly gives you a list of assigned work, a list of missing work, and right now we're in the work that's done. You can see I actually took a class over the summer through Google Classroom. That's why there are some assignments listed. What's really neat about this too is that you can get a sneak peek of your grades in here. If a teacher is keeping grades in both Google Classroom and in Parent Portal. Google Classroom is not the official place that we are keeping grades for the fall semester. We are officially keeping grades in the Student Parent Portal, but this is nice because you can get a sneak peek.
So you have the option to have a weekly parent guardian summary emailed to you. So you would go in the Google Classroom to people, and then there's a button that says invite parent/guardian. So that's where you would put your email in that you would like it to go to. So what you'll see in that email summary is you're going to see missing work, anything that hasn't been turned in yet, anything that's upcoming that will need to be handed in, and just any class activity, any of the announcements or assignments that have been recently posted. So you can still just have your student log in, and you can look at the different things the teachers post, but then you also have that additional option to just have this summary emailed directly to you.
Parents and guardians, don't be surprised if teachers go ahead and invite you to a preview of Google Classroom for that summary. Please feel free to accept it if teachers do send an invitation to you. Like I said earlier, the main place that we will be recording grades is in a place called the Student Parent Portal. And this is available through the AACPS website. And here's what it will look like. Here's what your parent view, guardian view will look like in Parent Portal. And there are some great features. First, attendance is recorded. Second, there's all these blue text links are actually live links, and they can enable you to, for example, if you want to email a teacher, you'll just click on that link, a blue link, to send a teacher a question. That's very helpful. The other nice thing is that each of those grades that are listed on the right-hand side are also clickable. So let's pretend we go ahead and click a class, and then on the next slide, you'll see what it looks like when you click one of those links. Yep. So you'll see that there's a drill down, there's a summary of that grade. This is grades for science class. And you can see that each assignment is listed, the categories, the due dates are there as well. So if you have any questions about specific assignments, you have the title of the assignment you can refer to when you're asking a teacher. All right. We have a positive behavior system, and it's called PBIS. PBIS is used throughout the county K through 12. So you might have had experience with PBIS in elementary schools as well. We have something called the Bates Way. We are respectful, responsible, civil, and hopeful. And we will go over this much more in the first couple of weeks of school. But parents, guardians, students, we just want to let you know that we do have a Bates digital etiquette agreement. We went ahead and revised this in the springtime to make sure that we have consistent rules and expectations for our e-learning fall semester.
So we are so excited to meet all of our students September 8th at 8:30 in that building community Google Classroom that we talked about. If you have questions, you can always contact administration or counseling, but you also have the option to contact us. We are the 6th grade team leaders. So I am Ms. Caton. My email is right there. It's dcaton@aacps.org. As well as Ms. Carter's email is right there. It's hcarter1@aacps.org.
Right. Thanks so much for the discussion.
Welcome back to our session. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit and we're going to talk about Google Meet.
Okay, so Google Meet will be different this fall semester. Attendance is required for each Google Meet. We're going to share something with you when school starts. It's called the Bates Digital Etiquette, and it just basically is a guide and expectations of how we would like you to ask for help. It gives you ideas for some movement, some activity expectations, and we will share this with you at the beginning of school and make sure that you have an opportunity to ask questions about the digital etiquette. But you'll see this digital etiquette in every single Google Classroom. And then when you first enter Google Meet this new year, we're going to ask that you sign into the chat with your first name and last initial. When you first enter, it's a really good idea to go ahead and mute yourself, but make sure that you're also muted while the teacher is presenting. Remember, the chat is for academic conversation only, and then feel free to ask questions. So next we're going to go through and show you exactly how to get to Google Meet and how to use Google Meet. Here we go.
So you'll go to ClassLink. You can see in the upper right-hand corner that Mrs. Carter's picture is already there. That means she's logged in with her AACPS credentials. So then we're going to click on Google Classroom because that's going to take us to each of our classes that we are enrolled in. So we're going to click on Bates 6th grade. And then up at the top, there's that title bar. in that title bar is that Meet link button. So as soon as we click that, that's going to open a new tab and it's going to take us to Google Meet. Once we are there, you can already see your video. It says no one else is there. If it does not let you log in, it is because your teacher is not in yet. You cannot join until one of the teachers is present in the Meet. So if it doesn't work and it's maybe 2 or 3 minutes before, just try again right on time and it will let you in. So you can see on your video, there's a little button with a microphone and there's a little button with a video. Before you enter, you want to hit that microphone button so that you are muted when you enter the meeting. So you always want to enter a meeting on mute. So then we can go ahead and click Join Now, and that will take us into the Google Meet. This pop-up will come up. You're just going to exit out of that each time. And this is exactly what it'll look like in Google Meet. Obviously, when there's more people there, you'll see different pictures of different people. But for right now, you just see yourself. In the top right corner, there's a tiny video box. You can see what you look like and what others see. You see the time. And then you see a little speech bubble with writing in it. That is your chat box. So you want to click on that chat box when you enter the Google Meet. You want to type your first name, last initial. It helps the teachers keep track of who is there. And then if you have a question or something like that before it starts, that's where you would type your question, or during a lesson if you have a question. And then you're going to hit the little send. And then your message is there. Anything anyone else types will show up in that chat, including if the teacher types something to you. But you can go ahead and exit out of the chat because we asked our question, we're done. You can see in the top left-hand corner, that was an extension that was added. So you have the ability to raise your hand, put a thumbs up, different things like that. And your teachers will go over some of the different extensions that we can add. At the bottom, you see that it is red where the microphone is. That's because we are still muted. If we have to ask a question or the teacher says, I'm not sure what you're asking, can you unmute? That's where you would hit that button and then your audio will turn on and you'll be able to ask a question. When you want to exit the call, you're just going to hang up with that middle button, that hang up button, and that's how you leave the call. And that is what you are going to see when you start going to your Google Meets. Remember, the most important thing is your attendance is being taken. You are expected to go to your Google Meets.
All right.